Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 46 of Really Fake, and this one is titled Home Time for Pa. And a nursing home wouldn't be? You replied with a raised eyebrow. Listen, thank you, but I'll do what I think is best for my pa. The physiotherapist could tell this was a bit of a touchy subject for you, and so decided to drop it, and nodded as he picked up some papers off the desk. Well, as of tomorrow, your pa will be able to go home. He lifted the notes up and looked them over. I'll sign him off today. Thanks, you replied stiffly, giving him a forced smile. He nodded, and you left as soon as you could. So it looks like Pa will be able to come home tomorrow, you said to Kuroo on the phone later that day as you walked home from the hospital. That's great, he replied, but we won't be able to have sex all over the house anymore. We weren't even doing that in the first place, you hissed with embarrassment, looking around as you walked. He chuckled deeply on the other end, and your heart skipped a beat in your chest. Ugh, his non-hyena laugh is so frickin' sexy, but I wouldn't give him just bend me over the kitchen bench and do that sexy laugh as he ploughed me like a field. You still there? His voice asked, cutting into your internal monologue. Yep, you replied quickly. Still here. Did you want me to be with you when you bring your pa home? He might need assistance. He offered. You don't need an excuse to see me, you teased. I know I'm irresistible. You finally see yourself through my eyes. This is progress, he replied, and you could feel his smile through his words. You made a weird noise, which made him chuckle again. Okay, you said quickly. I'm going to go now, so I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Are you at practice? Yep, here with the boys, he said. Then he held the phone down to Kenma. Pudding, say hi to Yin. His voice sounded distant as he held it from his face. Hi, Yin, Kenma parroted in a very distracted voice. Hi, Kenma. Kuroo and I are dating now. Not sure if he said anything yet, you said quickly. What? You heard Kenma ask, your words dragging his attention away from whatever it was he was doing, probably gaming. Bye, Kuroo said quickly, talking over Kenma's next question before the phone call ended. You chuckled as you turned your home screen off and shook your head. I'll leave that one with you now, Kuroo. Kuroo, are you and Yin dating now? Kenma asked the black-haired captain. Yeah. You never told me. I just wanted to make sure we're a sure thing, you know. Didn't want to say anything and then have it fall apart, only to have to tell you that it was all off, Kuroo said, a little blush on his cheeks as he averted his eyes from the smaller player. No, Kenma said in his soft voice as he observed Kuroo's reaction. You really like her. You just don't want us to tease you about it. No, Kuroo said quickly, glancing around to see if the others on the team had heard. Oh, Haikyuu leered as he sidled over. You and that Yin girl, Yin, are you an actual item now? I thought she was just for fun. Kuroo's whipped, another teammate shouted, overhearing from a distance. No, Kuroo replied loudly, crossing his arms across his chest and giving the boys a lopsided grin. Not whipped, and she's not just for fun. She's my girl now, and if you have a problem with that, then let's duel it out on the courts. Nah, you're totally whipped, Haikyuu teased, making sure to stay out of Kuroo's reach just in case the captain decided to take a swing at him. Kuroo was about to reply when you sent him a message, and your personal message tone rang from his pocket, making him quickly grab for it as Kenma gave him a quizzical look. Yin? The blonde-haired player asked. Yeah, Kuroo replied icily, his eyes down, reading your message. Whipped, Haikyuu said with a chuckle, quickly dashing off as Kuroo looked up and glared at him. Not whipped, Kuroo yelled after him. That's it. Everyone on the court now. We've got training to do. Haikyuu, now you got and done it. The captain's pissed because of you, a few members jeered, sauntering over to the courts for the game. More teasing and bickering ensued before the teams were picked and the training began. The next day was full of anticipation for you. You were bringing Pa home. At the sound of the final bell, you shot from the classroom and ran for your locker to get your bag. You going somewhere? MF asked with a chuckle when she saw you nearly fall over trying to get your school shoes off and put them in your locker to exchange them for your other shoes. Pa's coming home, you said excitedly. I've missed him so much. No, you just don't want to be watering his cabbages anymore, she teased. Yeah, that too, you replied with a chuckle. But he's actually coming home. Okay, good luck, she called, as you finally got your shoes on and ran for the school door. Thanks, you shouted, running out of the building and heading for the gates. Kuroo was there waiting for you, leaning up against the brick wall casually as his intense eyes watched you run towards him. Steady there, short stack. You'll trip over if you keep running everywhere. Shut up, Beanstalk! Take me to the hospital! You yelled at him, running and jumping into his arms. He hoisted you up against his body, your arms wrapped around his neck at the same time that you initiated a heavy kiss. Ooh, on school grounds and all? A few of Kuroo's classmates leered as they walked past, giving you both some teasing looks while they headed out the gate for home. Yeah, probably best not to be kissing here, he said to Kuroo as you pulled back and let him drop you down. You owe me some kisses, though. I refuse to be deprived of kisses, he said, taking a hand in his and walking beside you. Okay, fine, you replied. You be a good boy and I'll give you kisses. I'm always a good boy, he said with a cheeky smirk. We've been over this before, Tit. You're about as behaved as a child in a lolly shop. Can't argue with you there, he replied, adding his nonchalant shrug. You snorted with amusement and nudged him in the side as you walked off towards the bus stop together. And there ends chapter 46. Stay tuned for chapter 47 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.